Hi guys, very good morning everyone. Welcome to the session and welcome to the Sunday special once again. The Nielit examination for 2023, you all know, has been announced. Okay, so we have already started the crash course of this Nielit examination on the YouTube. Right, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday you're getting the technical classes, and every weekend, okay, like Sunday, you're getting the general aptitude, because this itself carries 35% weightage of the total syllabus, right? Okay. And today the topic that I'm taking, so we have had already 6-7 more topics already completed. Okay, the topic that we are going to take today: analytical puzzles, arrangements, ordering, sequencing, correlating one objects with other, all in the form of puzzles. But let me tell you that this is very important for Nielit, and also let me tell you that the level of questions, especially from analytical puzzles in the Nielit, it is even quite better than the GATE examination as well, right? So you get seating arrangements and ordering questions in GATE as well, but they are mostly on simpler level. The questions here, I'm again repeating, from this topic, otherwise the aptitude of Nielit is simple as compared to GATE. This is also simple, but comparatively, relatively, if I tell, this analytical puzzle levels in Nielit, when I've seen the questions, it is better than that of the GATE, right? Generally. Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning Sayal, Bhargav, Kilari Bhargav, Tushar. Very good morning all. Okay, so this is my introduction that you are. Okay, let's move ahead. This very big update that yes, for all GATE 2024 aspirants, if you want to take a next step towards the success in GATE, the BYJU'S exam prep brings to you the next national scholarship test. Yes, in which you can get up to 90% off on the GATE preparation programs under the guidance of expert faculties. You get the programs, and in that programs you can get up to 90% off based on your performance. And this is just today at 12 p.m. So after this session, if you want, you can appear in the scholarship test. You have to just register on the BYJU'S exam prep app, okay, for the test, and start writing the test from 12 p.m. onwards. And also guys, the free mega workshop, okay, for GATE 24 aspirants, once again, yes, 5 points that you must definitely know for the GATE 2024 preparation. All your favorite Richa madam is going to come live on the Tuesday, 2nd May at 7:30 p.m. again on the BYJU'S exam prep app. Do not forget to watch this workshop if you are a GATE 2024 aspirant or 2025 aspirant. Any of them is going to help you. 5 points of success. Okay, now guys, the first one is here: direction for questions 1 to 3. Now you know that in the Nielit examination as well, okay, there are common data questions. Now in GATE there are no common data questions, or ESE no common data question, but in Nielit there are common data questions, especially from the analytical puzzles, or especially from the DI part as well, the data interpretation, or some passage based questions also can be common data. Okay, when I take the DI class, there also I'll show you the question which are connected with each other. One particular statement, they're asking 3 to 4 or 5 types of questions from the same, and it is good also reading one particular problem statement. See, if you are able to read and manipulate this problem statement, how many questions I am giving you? 3. You will be able to solve all 3. So it's either 0 or 3. So it's good if you are able to solve it. Okay, you are able to solve all 3, but the worst part is if you are not able to solve, you will lose directly 3 questions. Okay, but not that, piece by piece. This one is okay, relatively easier only. Read the information carefully and answer the questions given below. I will show you 3 questions. P, Q, R, S, T and U, 6 members of a family. Whatever is the question, guys, that will be simple. So don't worry about what are the 3 questions. Worry about the statement. Are you able to make this arrangement or not? Okay, so there are 6 members of a family, each of them engaged in different professions. So persons and professions. Persons are P, Q, R, S, T, U, and their professions are given: doctor, lawyer, teacher, engineer, nurse and manager. Okay, each of them remains at home on a different day of the week from Monday to Saturday. Okay, so 6 people and 6 days I am talking about, that is Monday to Saturday, and each of them remains at home on different day of the week from Monday to Saturday. Somebody on Monday, somebody on Tuesday, etc. Right? Then the lawyer in the family remains at home on Thursday. So now let's start, we can read once, but now let's start relating it. So there are 6 persons. Let me write down here. The 6 persons are P, Q, R, S, T, U. Okay, this is what, first of all, I'm writing the persons. Okay, next, let me write down their professions, which I don't know initially, but I'll be able to guess, and the day of the week at which they are available at home. Okay, so what is given? The lawyer remains at home on Thursday, but who is the lawyer? I don't know right now. So let's read the next statement then. Okay, R remains at home on Tuesday. R remains at home on Tuesday. So clearly the data for R is available. R remains on the home on Tuesday. P is a doctor, does not remain on home either on Saturday or Wednesday. So does not remain use nahi karenge. If what is given that we will use, but what is given? P is a doctor. Okay. P is a doctor, that is directly mentioned. So profession of P is known to you. P is doctor. Okay. S is neither doctor nor teacher and remains at home on Friday. Okay. S remains on home at Friday. S remains on home at Friday. Okay. Q is the engineer and T is the manager. Achha, directly bol diya. Q is the engineer. T is the manager. That is directly known to us now. Based on this, now only this is the information. Q up to the T is manager. We have to, complete this chart. See, the questions are there. Which of the following combination is correct? Which of the following combination not correct? Okay, who is the nurse? So these are the questions that is going to come up. But for that, let us complete this chart. Then we will solve all three questions carefully. Okay, so what all is completed, guys? अब आप ऐसा देखोगे, I have been able to find who is the doctor, engineer and manager. Doctor, engineer and manager. These three are already found. ठीक है? And what days of the week is completed? Okay, Tuesday and Friday is completed. Okay. Now, come to this point. Okay, let us move ahead. Okay, each of them remains at home on different days. The lawyer in the family remains at home on Thursday. Who is the lawyer, sir? Who is the lawyer? It is yet not known. No, it is not. It is known now. See, it is known. That connection you have to see. Once again, the lawyer on Thursday. Okay, so for lawyer, 1, 2 and 3, these are the three positions left. But for these two persons, already Tuesday and Friday is fixed. So lawyer cannot come here because if you read again, lawyer remains at home only on Thursday. So ये तो Tuesday, Friday fix हो गया है. So definitely you is the lawyer and he remains at home on Thursday. Finished. One more identified. Now, some portions will be given directly, some we are figuring out. Okay, some are, that is what is puzzle, na? That is what is analytical puzzle. Okay, now next was R remains at home on Tuesday. That is already used. ठीक है, lawyer वाला use हो गया. P is a doctor but does not remain on Saturday or Wednesday. Now let's come to this. P is a doctor, we know, but it does not remain on Saturday. It does not remain on home on Friday. So what are the days left? See, Monday is left. Tuesday occupied. Tuesday, Wednesday cannot come here. Okay, Thursday cannot come, Friday cannot come, Saturday also cannot come. So what is the only possibility that can come up here? What is the only possibility that can come up here is Monday. Because let me write again, Wednesday यहाँ पे नहीं आ सकता, Saturday यहाँ पे नहीं आ सकता. Is that clear, everybody? Right. So because Wednesday and Saturday cannot come, only possibility left is Monday. Okay, so this is also fixed now. Okay, S is neither the doctor nor the teacher and remains at home on Friday. S is neither the doctor, okay, doctor I already got, it is neither the teacher as well, neither the doctor nor the teacher. So what is left now? What is left? Okay, what is left? हमें क्या मिल चुका था? Lawyer भी मिल चुका था, right? Teacher and nurse. Okay, so this guy S is not the teacher also, so S is the nurse. Of course, R is the teacher. Then finished. R is the teacher. Then there is something else mentioned here. S is neither the doctor nor teacher. Okay, but remains at home on Friday. So S remains at home on Friday. Actually, this was already taken care of. Okay, this was already taken care of. Okay, so I think R remains at home on Tuesday, correct? Wednesday and Saturday. We cannot fix that. Okay, so either here Wednesday or Saturday, or either here Wednesday or Saturday. This may not be fixed. Let us see. This may not be fixed and may not be required also then in that case. Okay. Okay. This is not fixed as of now. Now let's read the question. Which of the following combination is correct? Lawyer Tuesday? No, lawyer is Thursday. Nurse Friday? Nurse Friday. Perfect. This looks a good combination. This is correct. But let's read others as well. कहीं कोई mistake तो नहीं हुआ. Manager Friday? No, sir. Manager is either Saturday, Wednesday. Engineer Thursday? No, engineer is Wednesday or Saturday. Okay, so what is the correct answer then? Definitely B is the correct answer. Clear? So easy question solve हो गया ना? Let's see the next part. Which of the following combination is not correct? Right. R is the teacher. ये तो correct है. Okay. Q is the engineer. T is the manager. Q is the engineer. Correct. T is the manager. That is also correct. So ये भी correct निकला. S is the lawyer. No. S is the nurse. S is not the lawyer. S is not the lawyer. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Not correct combination आपको बताना था. Which of the combination is not correct? So D is the correct answer here. D is the correct answer here. Next, third part, who is the nurse? Sir, yaar, who is the nurse? S is the nurse. Who is the nurse? S is the nurse. All the questions are rotated about S or nurse only. Who is the nurse? S is the nurse. All three solved, na? Only one thing we are not able to figure out as per the given information is that the engineer or the manager, who is on the Wednesday available at home, who is on the Saturday. But that is not required to solve the three questions that they have asked in this question. Clear, everybody? Done as simple. It is just a patience and, concentration based question. And that is why, I've seen in the Nielit that if there is a passage based question, be it a puzzle question also, they are giving 3 to 4 or 5 questions, so that if you spend time, I spend time on making this complete chart. But if I'm spending time, bonus I am getting 3 questions. Because if you make the chart, you can do all 3 correct. That is what it is. So if you give time, think that you're giving time for 3 to 4 or 5 questions. That should be the motivation of solving this carefully. Okay. So this one is again, the arrangements as well as a puzzle. Who is doctor, who is engineer, not known. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead to the next question. Let us move ahead to the next question. Direction for question 4 to 6. So again, 3 questions will follow up here. Okay. Now this is actually on seating arrangements. Okay. This is actually on seating arrangement. Study the following information carefully and answer the questions given below. 6 persons A, B, C, D, E, F are taking their breakfast in 2 groups facing one another. So 2 groups facing one another. Okay. So in 2 groups. Okay, facing one another. How many persons are there? 6 persons are there. So 3 each. Okay, so matlab, if it is 3 each, facing each other, na? Kya bola hai? Facing each other. So that means what I should be taking is a rectangle type of table where 3 on this, 3 on this. We cannot take circle table here. Okay, so 3 people would be here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is what. Okay. Now let's frame this. Okay. D and A are not in the same row. Okay. E is to the left of F and faces C. E is to the left of F and faces C. B is in the middle of a group. Now B is in middle of group. It can be any group. You can take as per your reference. So meko starting point mila. B is in the middle of group. Okay. So let's take any answer same aayega. Whether you take B is in the middle of here or middle of here. Let's start from here. B is in the middle of a group. Okay, and then D is to the left of B. अब देखो बनते जा रहा है ना, D is to the left of B. They are all facing each other. So B is facing here. That is why left means this side. Be very careful. B is not facing outside or downwards. Okay. So D comes here. D is to the left. Now E is to the left of F and faces C. E is to the left of F. Okay, E and F cannot be in this row because 2 positions are already gone, and E faces C, and because E is facing C, so C should be opposite. So E and F are above. Okay, C should be here. E is to the left of F, so E should be here because E is facing C, and E is to the left of F, so F yahan pe aa gaya because F is looking into this side. Okay, so E is to the left of F. Is it correct now? E, F is facing, both the groups are facing each other. So F is like this and E is left. Okay, what is only left? A bacha na, ye raha A. Okay, and D and A are not in the same row already. Automatically it is justified. Automatically it is justified. So this one is simple. Previous one was little tricky, but this one is more simple. This one is more simple. Ab question kya aayega? Let us have a read. Let us have a look into the questions. 3 questions to be followed here. Who faces B? Who faces B? It is F. Who faces B? It is F. Your answer is there. It is F. Option number D. Next, which of the following are sitting in the same row? Are sitting in the same row. Okay, तो देख लेते हैं. Right. AFE and DBC. AFE and DBC. AFE and DBC. AFE. ये वाला correct है. दूसरा भी लिख देता हूं DBC. These are the 2 groups. Okay, sitting together. One group is AFE, one group is DBC. So as per the option AFE or AEF. Clear? Next one. Which of the following pairs are facing each other? Which of the following pairs are facing each other? Right. CA, BA, DA, DE. Right. Is it CA? No. Is it DA? Yes. DA are facing each other. Only one option can be correct. So वो हो गया DA. Not the BA, not the DE. Done hai? So it is the option number C. This option. Again, I'm telling you, if you make one arrangement, you take time, read the statements carefully, but you are able to get, 3 to 4 questions to be solved together. You're able to get that advantage, right? Moving ahead to the next question. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 questions will be linked with the same information. Thoda sa carefully chalna because there are 7 persons now. Okay, sir, and that too circular arrangement. Okay, there are 7 girls. Okay, in a circle, sitting in a circle, that is Aina, Beena, China, Deepa, Alien, Fiona, Geeta. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's keep it simple. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. 5 of them are facing the center, while 2 of them are facing opposite to the center. 5 of them are facing the center, while 2 of them are facing opposite the center. तो देख लेते हैं, ठीक है. 5 of them are facing the center. So first I should make a circle. First I should be making a circle. And in that circle, I should be drawing out what? I should be drawing out 7 positions. Randomly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 positions. Okay. 5 of them are facing the center. Okay, so this is the center. While 2 of them are facing opposite to the center. Facing opposite to the center. Okay. Ab starting point. China sits third to the left of Deepa. Now circular arrangement, as you must have studied earlier as well. I'll give you the hint again. In circle we all know is a closed figure. It has no beginning, no ending. Okay, so what is your beginning? You can choose any beginning in a circle. That is the simplest thing. And what is the beginning? Okay, suppose China sits third to the left of Deepa. So I can start with Deepa. And China is third to the left of Deepa. So circle has no starting point. You can define your starting point. So let me start with Deepa. Okay, China sits third to the left of Deepa. Let's say this is Deepa. Okay, so China will be third. Now, abhi ye nahi pata na where Deepa is facing. So China sits third to the left of Deepa and both are facing the center. Okay, both are facing the center. China and Deepa both are facing the center. So Deepa is facing the center. Okay, then because where she is facing, accordingly left or right will be decided. Now, so since she is facing the center, now 1, 2, 3, this should be China, and China is also facing the center. Third to the left, dekho, 1 and 2 and 3. Third to the left is China. Okay, so one statement is done. Acha, whatever statement I have used, usko highlight kar lete. China sits third to the left of Deepa and both of them are facing the center. This is sorted. Okay, this is used. Next, alien is neither an alien, so not alien, it should be alien. Alien is neither an immediate neighbor of Deepa nor China. So I know Deepa and China. So alien should not be an immediate neighbor. Immediate neighbor matlab neither exactly left nor right. Alien nahi aana chahiye. Okay, of what? Deepa and China. That means alien cannot be here and Deepa, alien cannot be here as well. She cannot be a neighbor of Deepa and China. So only position left for alien is in front of you, now highlighted. Is in front of you, that is now highlighted. So here comes the alien. Where is she facing? Not available right now. As of now, not available. So we have used this statement also, that alien is neither an immediate neighbor of Deepa nor China. The one sitting exactly between Deepa and Fiona is facing opposite to center. The one sitting exactly between Deepa and Fiona. Fiona aaya nahi hai abhi. Okay, is facing opposite to the center. Okay, so between Deepa and Fiona. So Deepa is here. Deepa, one sitting exactly between Deepa and Fiona, right? So one sitting exactly between Deepa and Fiona. Fiona to yahan pe hai nahi. Okay, so that means very clearly I will be taking Fiona here. Okay, because it also gives you a feeling that there is only one person between Deepa and Fiona. There is exactly one person between Deepa and Fiona. The Deepa and Fiona are alternate. Okay, it cannot be here because already alien is here. So Deepa and Fiona, there is exactly one person sitting, and what is the important message? And that person is facing opposite to the center. So whoever is sitting here, that is going to face opposite the center. That is going to face opposite the center. So ye bhi use ho gaya, right? The one sitting exactly between Deepa and Fiona is facing opposite to the center. Now Geeta sits third to the right of Aina, and Geeta is facing the center. Geeta sits third to the right of Aina, okay, and Geeta is facing the center. Okay, but where is Aina? Where is Aina? Where is A? Geeta is third to the right, but where is A? Where is A? Let's try out. Okay, let's try out the possibility. Suppose this is A. Okay, but if this is A is facing outside. A is facing outside. Now Geeta is third to the right. So 1, 2, 3. Then Geeta can come up here. This is a possibility. This is a possibility. Okay, if Aina is here, then Geeta is third to the right. Okay, then Geeta is third. So Aina cannot be here. whether Aina is sitting inside or facing inside or outside. If she is facing inside, third to the left tha ya right tha? Just forgot. Geeta sits third to the right. Okay, third to the right. Perfect. Okay. So Aina cannot be here because third to the right is already occupied. And if she is facing inside, then third to the right is already occupied. So that very clearly, very clearly, Aina cannot be here. Aina cannot be here, right? Next possibility for Aina could have been this. हो सकता है यहाँ Aina होता, right? So if this was the Aina, okay, third to the right. Suppose she is facing the center. So 1, 2, 3. Third to the right. So here it can be Geeta, right? Or if she is facing outside, so 1, 2, 3. No. So that cannot be the possibility. That cannot be the possibility. So देखो, where is Aina? Geeta sits third to the right of Aina and Geeta is facing the center. Okay, ये भी complete हो गया. If Aina is here, okay, and Geeta is here, but Geeta will be facing outside. No, Geeta is facing inside. Clearly बोला है ना, Geeta is facing the center. So the only possibility was number one that I have taken. Number one, what I have taken? Number one, what I have taken here is Aina sitting here. Aina is facing outside. Okay, so third to the right, here comes Geeta. Here comes Geeta and Geeta is facing inside. Geeta is facing the center. So this statement is also completed. Okay, Geeta sits third to the right of Aina. Ye bhi complete ho gaya. Okay. One of Beena's neighbor is facing opposite to the center. One of Beena's neighbor. Where is Beena's neighbor? The only position left for Beena is here. This is the only position left for Beena. And kya bola hai? One of the Beena's neighbor is facing opposite the center. Okay, one of them is facing opposite the center, but D is already facing inside, so E is facing opposite the center. E is facing opposite the center. Achha, only two people were facing opposite the center. So now what about F? F is also facing inside, B is also facing inside. Done. Now whatever question they ask, 100% you are able to solve, that I can tell you. Look into this. Who is sitting to the immediate left of Elena? Immediate left of E. E is facing outside, ye dhyan rakhna. So immediate left. इधर देखो, left is G, Geeta, ठीक है. Next, who is sitting second to the left of Aina? Second to the left of Aina, right? Aina is outside. Second to the left, Aina is outside like this. So second to the left, इधर चलेंगे. Left hand. Second to the left is Beena. Second to the left is Beena. Option number D. Ninth question. Which of the following pair represents person facing opposite the center? Opposite the center, कौन mila? We have already got that. It is Elena and Aina. Elena and Aina. It is option number C. Option number C. One problem statement. It took time for us to decode. Not that much time, but yeah, it took time. Okay. Here it took more time because I am word by word explaining to you. If I am drawing on my own, or if maybe you are drawing on your own, it will take less time only. But with that effort, you are able to solve 5 questions. Next, fourth, if all the persons are asked to sit in a clockwise direction in an alphabetical order starting from Aina, the position of how many will remain unchanged excluding A? This is some different story. If all the persons are asked to sit in a clockwise direction in alphabetical order starting from Aina, the position of how many will remain unchanged excluding Aina? Position of how many will remain unchanged? देखो, clockwise direction में arrangement करना है, alphabetical starter starting from Aina. So I'll have to redraw this picture actually. But where is that Aina? We have to fix with respect to Aina. Okay, you have to fix with respect to Aina. तो Aina को यहाँ पे देखना पड़ेगा. Let me first of all again draw those 7 positions where Aina is here and Aina is facing outside. If all the persons are asked to sit in a clockwise direction, now we all know clockwise, so this is what is the direction of clock. No? This is how the clock runs, isn't it? Everybody knows that. Okay, so we have to make alphabetical arrangement. So B, C, D, E, F, G. The position of how many person will remain unchanged? Refer करना पड़ेगा. We'll have to go there. The position of how many person excluding A. Of course, I'm not changing Aina. So excluding A, how many still are unchanged? Right. B, C. Here it is F, C. So C is same. दो करके. We'll check in pair. Here it is F, C. Here it is B, C. So C is unchanged. C is unchanged. Okay. Next pair here is D, E. Next pair there is G, E. G, E. There it is DE. So E is also unchanged. E is also unchanged. Next pair is FG. Next is FG. What is there? What is there? BD. Totally changed. FG में से कुछ भी नहीं है यहाँ पे. So this is totally changed. So how many are unchanged? It is only 2. Positions of how many person will remain unchanged? Excluding Aina. Aina is of course same. So but excluding Aina, it is 2. Option number C. Clear everybody? These two are unchanged. That is E and C. They can ask the name of the persons also. You will be able to say that it is Elena and China. These are the two girls whose position remains unchanged. Then we are moving forward with the next question here. What is the position of Fiona with respect to Bina? Now this is with respect to original only. Okay? What is the position of Fiona with respect to Bina? Fiona with respect to Bina. Fiona with respect to Bina. Right. So 1, 2, 3. Third to the left or 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth to the right. Third to left or fourth to right. Whatever is there in the option. Fiona with respect to Bina. Okay. So Bina is facing inside. Accordingly, this is left. So third left or fourth right. Third left or fourth right. देखते हैं option में क्या है. Okay. Third left or fourth right. No. None of the options is correct actually. Right, none of the options. That is D. That is why they have given none of the above. Right. Okay, because the position, the correct answer is third to left or fourth to right. If any of the option was there, we can mark it correct. Third to left or fourth to right. That is the correct answer. Third to left, fourth to right. Done, 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 done. 5 questions with 1 effort. Yeah, that effort is okay, worth time taking as compared to a normal numerical question. But 5 questions are done in this. Next. Again, set of 5 more questions. Question number 12 to 16. Question number 12 to 16. 5 more interesting questions. 5 more interesting questions. 7 backpack travelers are traveling in a train compartment. This is again like the first question, you know. Like the first question was some persons, PQRST. Okay, then they have some professions. And then they have some day at which they are available at home. 3 things you have to link. Name of the person, what is the profession, and what is the day of the week in which they are available at home. 3 things were there in the first question of today. Similarly, okay, so these are good questions where you have to have 3 mapping. It is not only seating arrangement here. So 7 backpack travelers are traveling in a train compartment with 3rd tier sleeper berth, and the 7 persons are Bob, Mop, Tom, Roy, Cos, Hog, Dog. सबसे पहले इसको लिखेंगे. So we have 7 travelers. So we have the 7 persons. Right. Who are they? Bob, Mop. Let's write the initial to BM. Bob, Mop, Tom, Roy. और क्या है? Cos, Hog, Don. Cos, Hog, Don. These are the 7 backpack travelers. 7 persons. Each of them have a different profession. So देखो, I'm क्या बोल रहा है? 7 persons, 7 travelers, 7 persons, and they have professions. Okay, so what you have to link is the profession. Okay, and one thing you have to link that. Okay, which berth they occupy. Okay, the total they have 2 lower berth, 3 middle, and 2 upper berth. Which person is on which berth? Like first question, which person is available on which day? यहाँ पे berth आ गया, and their profession is there. Okay. So they have 7 persons, 7 different professions are mentioned. Architect, doctor, engineer, journalist, lawyer, pathologist, and pharmacist. These are the 7 professions mentioned. Okay. They occupy 2 lower, 3 middle, and 2 upper. Okay. If you're understanding language and if you're solving, then you can maybe put me on mute, solve it up. I'm also solving. You can just match it up. You can put for some time on mute, no problem. Because your efforts are also much more important than directly copying the answer. Now, Bob, the engineer. आ गया ना एक एक करके statement. Bob, the engineer. So I now know the engineer. Where is that? Bob. Bob is the engineer. Okay, so this is the professions. Bob is the engineer. Is not on the upper berth. Bob is not on the upper berth. So Bob may be on the lower or middle. It is not on the upper, na? Okay, acha. I have 2 lower, I have 2 upper, and I have 3 middle berths with me. ठीक है? So Bob is not on the upper, so Bob is on the lower or middle. So यहाँ पे हम berth mention करेंगे. I don't know exact berth of Bob, but it is not upper. Bob is not upper. Architect is the only other person who occupies same type of berth as that of Bob. यहाँ से कुछ मिलेगा मुझे. Architect is the only other person who occupies the same type of berth as that of Bob. What does it mean? Architect is the only other person who occupies the same berth as that of Bob. Now, Bob has lower or middle. I don't know exactly. But suppose Bob has middle. So, how many middles are there? 3 middles are there. So, then that statement will violate. Now, architect is the only other person having the same type of berth as Bob. So, that means what will Bob and architect have? Bob and architect can have lower or upper. Because these are only 2. Okay, but low upper ho nahi sakta. Only lower option is available. So Bob will have lower. Because if it has middle, then third person will also share the same type of berth, which is violating the statement. Okay. So I am able to now get the answer that Bob will be having lower based on the statement, because architect is the only other person who occupies same type of berth as Bob, and this will also be with architect. This will also be with architect. I don't know who is the architect, but at least I have written a note that यही position, यही berth architect को भी जाना है. ठीक है. Mop and Hog, next statement. ठीक है, are not on the middle berth. अच्छा, Mop and Hog are not on the middle berth, and their professions are pathologist and lawyer. Pathologist and lawyer. Mop is pathologist. Mop is pathologist. Okay. And Hog is a lawyer. Hog is a lawyer. They are not on middle. Achha, both the lowers are already gone. They are not on middle also. So where they are? They don't have middle berth also. So they are on the upper berth. So upper bhi finish ho gaya. Upper is also finished. Clear? Statement by statement, everything will come into action. Okay. So ye bhi solved ho gaya. Mop and Hog are not on the middle berth, and their professions are pathologist and lawyer respectively. Tom is a pharmacist. Isko bhi likh dete hain. Tom is a pharmacist. Okay. Don is neither a journalist nor an architect. Don is neither journalist nor an architect. So what is left? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 professions are gone, and Don is neither architect nor journalist. So kya bacha? Acha, what else is gone? Lawyer is gone, pathologist is gone, pharmacist is gone. So only thing left with me is architect, doctor and journalist. But Don is neither a journalist nor an architect. So what is only left is doctor. What is only left is doctor. So Don is a doctor. Clear? Don is a doctor. Okay, so this statement is also used. Don is neither a journalist nor an architect. Cos occupies the same type of berth as that of doctor. Cos occupies the same type of berth as that of doctor. तो cos और doctor का same berth होगा. Cos और doctor का same berth होगा. अच्छा, now doctor only option left is 2 uppers are gone, 2 lowers are gone. One is with Bob, one is with architect. I don't know. So doctor can only have middle berth. Doctor can only have middle berth. Then ये भी बोला है cos will occupy the same type of berth as that of doctor. Okay, so cos, where is the cos? Cos will also have middle. Cos will also have middle. So definitely cos cannot be architect, because architect does not have middle. Okay, so who is the architect? R is the architect, and this will get the lower berth. Okay, and what is the only profession left? I think journalist. Journalist. Okay, that will be cos. Okay, and this guy will have middle berth. My complete mapping is done. My complete mapping is done. Right? Yes, Sayal. Very good. Okay, and then I can solve 5 questions based on this mapping. A good puzzle, but 5 questions it will fetch you. I'm telling you. And if these questions are coming in Nielit, they are coming in common data only 3, 4, 5 questions. So never be worried, because one effort, although it's a good effort, but 3, 4, 5 questions. Chalo, chalte. So what are the 5 questions 12 to 16? What is Don's profession? Doctor. देखिए ना, Don is doctor. Don is doctor. Which of the following pairs occupy the lower berth? So who is having the lower berth, guys? Bob and R. वो जो भी R का, R कौन है actually? R is Roy. So Bob and Roy. Okay, Bob and Roy. Lower berth. Bob and Roy only. Bob and Roy. Bob and Cos नहीं हो सकता. None of the options. None of the options, because Cos is having the middle berth. Cos is having the same type of berth as that. Yeah, all correct. None of the options. Very good. No deviation. Whenever it is none, so we have to be always, I also be little careful ki everything is on place or not. 14th, who is the architect? Architect abhi nikala, Roy. Just we calculated who is the architect. R. Roy is the architect. Done it. Third question also done. 4th, which of the following combination of person, birth, profession is correct? Combination of all 3 you have to check. Person and the birth and the profession. ओके, रॉय के रिस्पेक्ट में स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो रॉय लोअर आर्किटेक्ट और रॉय लोअर जर्नलिस्ट, आई थिंक आर्किटेक्ट वाला करेक्ट है ना, रॉय लोअर एंड आर्किटेक्ट, दिस इज द करेक्ट कॉम्बिनेशन, दिस इज द वेरी करेक्ट कॉम्बिनेशन, द रॉय द लोअर द आर्किटेक्ट, द रॉय द लोअर द आर्किटेक्ट, क्लियर एवरीबॉडी, जस्ट अ सेकेंड, द रॉय द लोअर द आर्किटेक्ट, ओके। डॉन के पास मिडिल था तो ये भी लॉन्ग हो गया, ओके, डॉन के पास मिडिल था, सी इज रॉन्ग ना, यस, डॉन हैड मिडिल, एंड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू कॉस्ट इट इज अपर और लॉयर, क्या, नो, कॉस्ट इज जर्नलिस्ट एंड इट इज हैविंग द मिडिल पार्ट, ओनली बी ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट, एंड निलिट ओनली वन ऑप्शन कैन बी करेक्ट, सो एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चंस ओनली आई हैव ब्रॉट हियर टुडे। 16 which of the following group occupies the middle berth, middle berth किस किस के पास है, so here it is, middle also we have solved ना, okay, which of the persons पूछा है या profession पूछा है, which of the following group occupies middle, person, middle, Don, Cost, Tom, Don, Cost, Tom, Don, Cost, Tom, Don, Cost, Tom, option number D, option number D हो गया। One good problem statement, but you are able to solve multiple questions. Moving ahead to the next, 17 to 21. 17 to 21. Okay, so there are 8 persons. Okay, again seating arrangement. A, B, sorry, not A here. E, F, G, H, I, J, K are seated around a square table. यही बनाएंगे, ठीक है? Let's make it here only. I have space, and they are seated around a square table. Okay, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Okay, there are 2 on each side. 2 on each side. There are 3 ladies who are not seated. How many ladies are there? 3. And they are not seated next to each other. Okay, next. J is between L and F. Okay, but L and F का position नहीं पता. G is between I and F. H, a lady member, is second to the left of J. यहाँ से start करेंगे. H is the lady member and second to the left of J. I'm telling you now, this square also is a closed figure. It is like a circular arrangement only. Square or whatever. It is a closed arrangement. And I told you one important property of closed arrangement is that there is no starting, there is no ending. So you can define your ending. Okay, especially, you know, we can start with some person being left of this or second to the right, third to the left, like I started with the Aina and Bina China question. यहां पे है H is a lady member, second to the left of J, तो let me fix J anywhere, आपका मन है, you can fix here also, no problem. Ultimately closed ना, आप इसको कैसे भी घुमा सकते हो, clockwise also, anti-clockwise also. So H is a lady member, second to the left of J, second to the left, 1 and 2, second to the left. अच्छा, guys, if nothing is mentioned in the previous question, that Aina China question, they mentioned 5 are facing the center, 2 are facing outside. If nothing is mentioned, all are facing inside. Imagine that this square table is a dining table, everybody is having food, or maybe it's a conference table, there is a meeting going on. So of course everybody will be facing each other, na? By default everybody facing each other unless and until something is mentioned. So H is a lady member, ये भी लिख देंगे. So H is lady, let me highlight that here. H is the lady member. Okay, and second to the left of J, this statement has been used. Let me tick mark it. F, a male member, is seated opposite to E. E is a lady member. ठीक है. अच्छा, there is a lady member between F and I. J के respect में कुछ और given है क्या? Yeah, J is between L and F. J is between L and F. J is between L and F. Okay, so let me try L and F here, and there is G is between I and F. हाँ, this looks good. So सही है. So let me write here. J is between L and F. L and F. It could be reversed also. देखो, you can try this way also. L and F. J is between L and F. But G is between I and F, na? Okay. G is between I. Suppose I is here. Between I and F, H आ गया. So that is why it goes wrong. That is why it goes wrong. That is why J is between L and F. So L here, F here. ठीक है. L here, F here. ये statement हो गया use. And G is between I and F. G is between I and F. This is also used. Okay. F is a male member seated opposite to E, a lady member. F, a male member, is seated opposite to E. तो ये again F is a male member seated opposite to E. Seated opposite to E, where E is the lady member. Where E is the lady member. There is a lady member between F and I. Between F and I, there is Z and lady. Finished. अच्छा, one thing is left. तो उसको भी लिख देंगे ना. Who is left? E, F, G, H, I, J, K is left. K is left. तो K को fill कर दिया. Done है. Okay. Now 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5 questions I will present here. Okay. Okay, this statement is also used, ye bhi use ho gaya, everything, all of these statements are used, and this is the arrangement that we have been able to figure out. Now the 5 questions. Who among the following is to the immediate left of F? Who among the following is the immediate left of F? Immediate left of F. It is J. It is J. Sorry, I'm going back. It is J. Option number C. Next question. What is true about J and K? What is true about J and K? क्या option क्या देखना पड़ेगा? अच्छा, male, female, that is the option. What is true about J and K? There are 3 ladies member, okay, which is already highlighted. J and K are both males. J and K are both males. Both are male. 18th correct answer is D. Okay, yes, Sayal. How many persons are seated between K and F? How many are between K and F? Between K and F. Now, how many what? How many left or right? They have not mentioned because from both sides it is equal. This side also 3 persons. This side also 3 persons. So, how many are between K and F? It is 3. How many are between K and F? It is 3. Okay. Next one. Who among the following are 3 lady members? There are 3 lady members we mentioned and we have highlighted all of them. Who are the 3 lady members? Who are the 3 lady members? Okay, H, E, G. H-E-G. 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 It is C. Here, H-E-G. H-E-G. Option number C. 21st. Who among the following is seated between E and H? Who among the following is seated between E and H? E and H. चलते हैं E और H की तरफ. E and H. Between, yeah, this is E and H, and who is seated between them is K. It is the person K. Between E and H, it is the person K. Option number C. It is the person K. Option number C. Yeah, correct, Sayal. Okay. So, you have observed that if it is a seating arrangement, be it a square table or be it a circular table, it is still relatively easy. But the cases where 3 things are linked, the person, their profession, and like upper, middle, lower berth, or like the very first question, their day of the week when they are available at home, those are little bit more tricky, where you have to do complete 3 mappings. Okay. So those are a little bit more tricky. Yes, still simple hai. Right. So guys, quick updates that, what all the different initiatives are going on in the channel. So GATE 2024 fundamentals for ECE, IN and computer science on this YouTube channel where you're watching, everything is available. So GATE 24 fundamentals from your favorite faculties, important concepts, okay, from the beginning to the advanced level. Okay, so starting the fundamentals and taking all variety of question. Okay, beginning to the starting, that is already running on the channel. Okay, then you have coffee with concept videos, that is, for computer science, it is Tuesday and Saturday, twice a week. Now, these are fundamental classes, this is live. Fundamentals means live sessions where you can, directly watch live, interact with the faculty and all. But some very, very important concepts, of GATE, okay, in small time, because when we come live, we always time zyada lagta hai, interacting and all. Okay, in high quality recorded format, with animations and extra stuff added, so that you understand that particular concept in a less time, say 15-20 minutes. Okay, but even more beautifully because of the background work done, because of the good recordings and high quality animations used. Okay, so these will be covering up the important concepts of GATE to be learned in quick time. Okay, this is twice a week. We'll increase the frequency soon for this. So Tuesday and Wednesday computer science, Tuesday and Saturday computer science, Wednesday and Sunday for ECE and instrumentation branch, right? Learn with fun, the Sunday special, okay, that has already started, from this month only. Already 3 to 4 videos are done. Today, Ashu Jhangra sir video is coming, something related to transformer. Okay, this is every Sunday, 7 p.m. Okay, like I made, me and Ashu sir made a video on skin effect. Then I made a video on RFID technology. Satya sir made a video on C programming relating with the practical world. Okay, so whatever you study, how it is related to the practical world, we are demonstrating that and then we are teaching you that concept. So you learn some concepts with fun. Okay, next month, so April is already over. Next month, I'm bringing you, I'll not say the topic right now, but one very important, not important to hey, but very interesting video. You'll like it. Okay, so what you have to only do is stay subscribed to the channel so that you attend all these sessions without any miss. And anyways, the Nielit sessions are going on. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, technical is going on. Okay, I think the time for this is 7 p.m. correct? And every Sunday. every Sunday 11 a.m. Okay, the exclusive aptitude session is going on. Okay, so Nielit crash course is also live. Guys, subscribe so that you get all these contents. Okay, and in the GATE 2023 results, the success saga of BYJU'S exam prep continues. 13 students in the rank 10, 107 students in the rank 162 students in the rank 50. Right, hope you're also one in this list in the next year. That's it from my side, guys. Yeah, one more thing. I'll just add on the password for today's session. I'll just add on for the password for today's session. So, क्या password रखें? Very simple password, puzzle. Very simple password. I'll share you the PDF. Okay. I'll share the PDF in my Telegram group, and the password is going to be puzzle. Very simple password for today. Randomly frame kya puzzle. Okay, you can download the PDF from my Telegram and enter the password puzzle to access that PDF. That's it from my side. We'll see you the next weekend. Right. Yes. EC classes are also in the pipeline, Kilari. Okay. Okay, like digital communication, the EC topics are also, which are there in the Nielit syllabus, that will also be there in the crash course. It is completely planned, don't worry. Okay. The network analysis as well. So yeah, Asayal, very soon we'll start aptitude for GATE 24 also. Okay, maybe May itself we'll start that. Okay. Chalo guys, do not forget to like the session, put your attendance. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe and take care of yourself.